Don't forget after the Grand Scrim postgame show to keep your FM dial locked right here for Keep Up with Kiefer. Adam Kiefer, LaserQuest's most outspoken Canadian, can be heard every Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, putting LQ's best in no other sleep but the hot one. His guest tonight is none other than our very own Sideline reporter, Jessica MacDonald. Fans, you do not want to miss this. That's Keep Up with Kiefer, only on WLQX 88.1 FM Downers Grove and CLQA 88.3 FM Ottawa, LaserQuest's premier radio station. Tag it up.
Oh, poor Jessica. I do not envy you at all.
Word of advice, read the fine print. I'm just kidding. It's going to be fun.
Well, I'll be tuning in for sure, Jessica. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
You know, Renee, listening to Adam tonight will be a perfect way to unwind from this tense homegrown tournament. And things are especially tense for Phoenix right now as Akron puts their best team performance yet with 3,050 points. Phoenix gets a distant second with 2,670. Whitby gets third with 2,291 points, and they will be one player short as Plankton is officially out for the final game of the scrim. DG Hydras, 1,976 points, last place once again. And I don't know what you do if you're the boss right now.
There's a lot to unpack there, Mark. The DG Hydras have their work cut out for them once this tournament's over. With Plankton done, Whitby will incur a 20% penalty to their team score for not fielding a full roster. While one can sympathize with Whitby, they nonetheless took a chance by fielding a team without an alternate, and it has bit them. Meanwhile, Akron's living high on the hog from their last game, having extended their lead over Phoenix by around 300 points. No team, Mark, with one game left has ever come back from that deficit in the history of the Grand Scrim. But Jessica MacDonald has news from Akron's medical staff that doesn't bode well for the Stuffed Tigers.
No, it doesn't. I finished talking with head coach Swizzlestick. He told me that Psycho was put on oxygen immediately after leaving the airlock. In addition, Wolverine's right knee, an injury he got during last year's World Tournament, is acting up again. Team doctors outfitted him with his old lateral knee brace, but one wonders how this will affect his performance. Swizzlestick added that the last game will be put in the hands of Akron's future stars, Gengar and Human Wizard.
Jess, anything from Phoenix concerning the health of their roster?
While team morale is down, the silver lining going into the final game is that they are the only team that's 100% healthy right now. Head coach Ginger Kidd stressed the need to prevent Akron from fencing any other teams and hoarding the points for themselves. Kidd said we've got to move them away before we move in. Mark, Renee, back to you.
Thanks, Jess. Renee, there's no doubt that Phoenix is better equipped to roam the floor right now.
But don't overlook Akron's fit side in Gengar and Human Wizard. They excel at making opposing players uncomfortable and pushing them out of set positions. If Akron can hem in either the Hydras or Whitby and take one of the Phoenix players along the way, they'll secure victory. However, if Phoenix can make their opposition run freely around the 12,000 square foot arena, then, barring some injury to their team, Phoenix can close the points gap and win it out.
With all the talk of this game being about who can better exploit the Hydras Nex-Gen, what do you do if you're either DG or Whitby?
Well, one thing that you don't do is give up. If you know that you're a weaker team, you can still dictate where in the maze you want to play since you know that everybody else is gunning for you. You may not be in control of the points gap, but you can dictate the setting. Also, there are plenty of upcoming tournaments on the schedule, which means there are plenty of opportunities for teams to correct things. Scouts are always in the audience, and clubs will look to better their rosters. Don't ruin your status by being a player that calls it quits, even if you know in your heart it's over. Good teams always put a premium on character.
We will be back for the start of the fourth and final game after this brief commercial break. Keep it locked right here on WLQX 88.1 FM Downers Grove and CLQA 88.3 FM Ottawa.
You're listening to WLQX 88.1 FM Downers Grove and CLQA 88.3 FM Ottawa, LaserQuest's premier radio station. Tag it up.
The 2018 Chicagoland Grand Scrim is brought to you by Jim Jam's Gym. If you want to get down with Jim, get Jim Jam's Gym. Monthly passes are only $35, juice bar and swimming pool included. Call 309-555-JAM. That's 309-555-5266.
Hello, LQ fans. You know, getting your pets spayed is important. Just ask Drew Carey, who accepts nothing less but the best for his pets. So if you're looking to get your pet spayed and neutered, then you need to call Dave Magruder. That's right, Dave Magruder, accepting new patients now. Dogs, cats, geckos, and rats. Book your appointment today by calling 1-800-228-7723. That's 1-800-DAVE-SPADE.
Our coverage doesn't end with the conclusion of Chicagoland Grand Scrim. Keep your FM dial locked here for all news leading up to the All-Star Scrim, taking place just 1 month from today in beautiful Montreal, Quebec. Denver, Houston, Toronto, and North Richland Hills already on the card. Mark, Renee, and myself will be broadcasting live from the St. Catherine Street Basilica. French coverage available via CLQA HD. Tickets are going fast, so call 1-800-572-4269. That's 1-800-LQA-GAY.
This is it, folks. The last of the 4-game bout of this homegrown scrim set to start in 2 minutes. Airlock doors open. Whitby the first to enter the maze, followed by Akron and Phoenix with DG at the tail. The captains meet in the middle of the maze and touch lasers. Show of respect and sportsmanship. Guys, we know what the story is going into this final game. Nonetheless, whether they're playing to win or playing for pride, each player has every reason to leave it out there tonight. Renee, any last nuggets or tidbits?
Phoenix's loser has played last pack beautifully this series, but I think getting Hypnotoad going will be key for the rejects. All of Toad's points come in either 4 or 5 tag streaks when multiple players have been in cramped areas. But if head coach Ginger Kid needs this game to open up and force a winded Akron to chase players, they're going to need Hypnotoad to beat Akron's youth to the points, even if it's only 1 to 2 targets at a time.
Checking in one more time with Jessica MacDonald. Jess, what you got for us?
Lightbringer is up in Tower 3, giving directions to reinforcements and Monocle. He's pointing to a secluded corner spot and the crow's nest, but is being awfully quiet about it. Nobody else up in Tower 3 yet. Meanwhile, Onyx is waving a marshal over to look at the battery pouch in his pack, saying that the strap has come undone. Clueless is telling Onyx to stop. He's descending the ramps of Tower 2 and is fixing it himself. 10 Letters is pointing out Whitby in Tower 2 to his teammates. Finally, Vanquisher is requesting a new protective ring to be fitted on the front of his laser, as the old one appears to be worn. Mark, Renee, back to you.
30 seconds left till game time. Wolverine and Psycho pace their way towards both ramps at Tower 2. Gurr's double timing it right to left to secure an overwatch position by the left side of the ramp to hold Wolverine in place. Rejects, Vanquisher, and Cosmic are underneath Tower 1, eyeing Wolverine's flank. Wolverine catches a glimpse of the trap and scurries underneath Tower 2 from the dual threat.
I don't think Psycho's aware that Wolverine's left. He's rubbernecking between Whitby stationed up in Tower 2 and Mojo guarding the ramp leading up to Tower 3, about 10 yards from him.
Bright lights, let's fight. Mojo retreats behind a partition, laying suppression fire around the ramp leading up to Tower 2. Psycho backpedals underneath said tower to avoid the fire, but bumps into Wolverine behind him. Vanquisher and Cosmic storm from Tower 3 to join in on the action. Gurr fires from up tops and takes out Cosmic, but lets Vanquisher slip away. Vanquisher gets to the half ramp, moves left to right to close the gap, plows off a few shots, and Gurr goes down. Gurr calls for Captain Power. Power turns to face Vanquisher. They both laser chase and both trade tags.
A miscue from Akron has given Vanquisher a choice matchup as one Phoenix player infiltrates Whitby and the rejects take an early lead. But we've seen already that this tower gets cramped easily. Whitby's strong side has favorable positions already. Vanquisher has his work cut out for him.
Lightbringer descends to the half ramp at Tower 3, firing underneath Tower 2, pushing Psycho further in. Wolverine's forced to pop out and jogs up the ramp to meet Whitby and Vanquisher, but his grimace can be seen from here in the studio. Northeast corner of the floor becoming a hot spot. Onyx faces off against Mojo, who already has a height advantage with his position on the ramp. Mojo adjusts his footing, fakes a reach up high. Onyx doesn't fall for it, and Mojo gets tagged. Human Wizard eyes the unguarded ramp in Tower 3 and jets upward. Lightbringer obstructs, reaching for Wizard's shoulders. Wizard with an inverted arm fires once and gets Lightbringer instead.
A solid hand of God maneuver by Human Wizard. Perfect counter to Lightbringer despite the height advantage. And he bounced back into the sidewise stance within seconds, too. Stellar agility by Wizard.
Reinforcements pops out of the corner spot to get the tag on Wizard. Lightbringer is fuming. Wizards trailblazing to the other side of the ramp. He catches a glimpse at Monocle hiding in that secluded corner spot. Mojo hears footsteps behind him. Wizards descending. Lightbringers yelling, trying to get Mojo's attention, but Onyx has him occupied from the floor. Human Wizards packs back up. He tags Mojo, but Onyx paints Wizards front sensor, and down he goes too.
Under normal circumstances, reinforcements coming to the aid of Lightbringer and even getting the tag is a good move. But this has tipped the Hydra's hand, and now Akron knows exactly where they are. Wizards calling his teammates over to Tower 3.
10 letters by the airlock and seems to be the only Akron player that's hurt him. He makes his way right to left towards the base of the unguarded ramp. Mama Hydra catches letters from the corner of his eye, storms from underneath Tower 3, puts his pack down with a shot from behind and hides behind a partition. 10 letters turns back, hoping to face whoever it was that tagged him. Clueless pops from underneath Tower 3, packs back up. 10 letters catches Clueless from the flank, and down he goes. Mama Hydra gives them both the slip and takes the vacant ramp for himself, firing at an open window towards Tower 2.
Wizards still trying to get the attention of his teammates, but others are starting to answer the call instead. Mama Hydra's caught a glimpse of the trouble the Hydras are in and has secured a good position to stave off the inevitable. But can the Hydras prolong things enough to make an impact in this game?
Phoenix's Hypnotoad gallops underneath Tower 2, finds Psycho, gets the upper hand on the big man, 10 points for the rejects. Toad turns the corner, finds Wolverine, but backpedals, firing a flurry of shots that don't land anywhere. He pinballs against the wall and jettisons to the open floor. Onyx and Mama Hydra both spot him. They both fire. None connect, though. They were both canceling him out. Toad draws close to Onyx, fires, packs down. Mojo and Wizard are just duking it out along the ramp there. Toad fires and everybody goes down. Wolverine just managed to get a great distance tag, putting an end to Toad's run. Wait a minute, Wolverine's pack just went down now. An impressive shot by Monocle, who popped away from a secluded corner just in time to get 10 points. Pinpoint accuracy, Renee. He must have been about 50 feet out.
Yeah, but if Human Wizard's yelling didn't get Akron's attention, that shot certainly will. Wolverine's already nudged Psycho, pointing up at Monocle, both men stepping out onto the northeast floor.
Haven't heard much from Gengar so far, but there he is now, storming up the left ramp at Tower 2. Invalid shadowing him every step of the way with Cosmic not too far behind. Man down, 10 points for the rejects. Gur's double timing it up the ramps. Pack perks up again, makes it to the tower, but Gur, Power, and Vanquisher riddle his pack with laser fire. Down he goes again. Somebody got him, Renee, but it's anybody's guess who.
Oh, care to make a wager?
Against you? After last year's scrim? No thanks.
Oh, won't the missus be proud?
Jessica, help me please. Tell me you got a sideline update for us.
That I do. Phoenix has to lead with 1,478 points. Akron's in second with 1,222. DG's holding their own with 1,175 points, and Whitby just passed the millennium mark with 1,008. 6 minutes left in the game, and remember, sports fans, the magic number for Phoenix is 300 points. Current lead only puts them halfway there. Mark, Renee, back to you.
The rejects may only be halfway there, but neither they nor the Stuffed Tigers have really put the pressure on the other teams so far.
Cosmic's underneath Tower 2 now, looking for a great to shoot up. Vanquisher's yelling at him to stop, pointing instead to the crowd forming at the northeast floor. Cosmic takes the cue, spotting Clueless along the way, grabs a quick tag from afar. Right ramp at Tower 2's unguarded. Cosmic stakes a claim to it along with another 10 points. Compliments of a distracted Mama Hydra, whose eyes were glued on Akron's strong side. Akron's Psycho lands a shot on Cosmic's shoulder. Cosmic pushes further into the cluster. Psycho gives chase. Wolverine's limping behind him, but spots Mama Hydra reaching over the ramp walls. He's trying to tag 10 letters in open space, and Wolverine changes course. Mama Hydra catches a glimpse of Wolverine, slowly recedes further up. Now he jousts forward to within a foot of him, misses his shot, adjusts his aim to his shoulders. Wolverine leans to avoid, but grits his teeth, pops back into the path of Mama Hydra's laser. Man down, 10 points for DG.
Mama Hydra bridged the gap, testing Wolverine's plant leg, and got the tag. Wolverine slowly pushing himself up to Tower 3, but Mama Hydra's in front of him, just an arm's length away. Marshall's keeping an eye on this matchup, as Mama Hydra was warned last game for distance.
Yeah, and I'm betting the Invalid gave the officials an earful after Game 2.
And if that's the case, Mama Hydra better be careful, because Marshals may elect to bypass the yellow card and issue a red.
Captain Power descends from Tower 2, faces off against Cosmic. Power crouches, digs low on his front. Cosmic loses his footing, lurches out of place, front wide open, and 10 points go to Whitby. Vanquisher and Gur trade tags up in Tower 2. Gengar slips past both the unlit packs to tail Captain Power. He meets him and Cosmic on the ramps. Power doesn't turn around in time. Pack down. Cosmic's pack gets tagged again instantly. Cosmic couldn't manage to get a shot off. Man, was that quick.
Gengar caught Cosmic just as the pack was set to re-energize. If a player times it just right, they can manage to secure a tag before their opponent's laser is active.
Which explains why players move the way they do.
Exactly.
Phoenix team captain Invalid's not been a factor in this game so far, but he peeks out from behind a partition, firing up at Lightbringer in Tower 3, connects for 10 points. Invalid darts underneath Tower 3 to avoid retaliation, doesn't find anybody in there. He turns left to the walkway leading to the northeast floor, guns for it, and joins the fray. Nobody's paying attention to Invalid as he eyes the ramp. Mojo's in the middle of the crossfire between Hypnotoad and Human Wizard. Invalid fires at Hypnotoad's pack, canceling him out. Mojo's down. Toad plows through to get Wizard too. Invalid's yelling at Toad to soar up and in. Invalid nearly checked Human Wizard to get to the wall, trying to get up there himself.
Phoenix has control of the ramp now, and their chance has come. Lightbringer's been firing at Mama Hydra's pack on the opposite ramp, canceling him out. While they've managed to keep Wolverine from getting inside due to this, Monocle's hitting the wall as hard as he can, trying to get the Hydra's attention, but only reinforcements has answered.
Tower 2's beginning to empty out. Vanquisher and Gur taking the battle to the half ramp. Gur's sandwiched between him and Cosmic, stationed at the base of the ramp leading up. Gengar's packs back up. He aims at Vanquisher in the distance and finds his laser. Gur twists in time to face off against Cosmic, but Gengar hits Cosmic's shoulders while he's distracted. Gur spocks off the unlit pack in front of him to get Gengar. Gengar wants a call, but not a word from the Marshal. Gur slips away and is roaming free range on the maze floor.
Marshall's view was obstructed by the ramp walls. Gengar's telling the Marshal that Gur violated the distance rule by deliberately using Cosmic's unlit pack as a makeshift wall to tag him.
Renee, why is that a violation?
Well, think of it this way. Instead of using your own body to cover your sensors, players prior to this rule could use other people's bodies to do the same thing.
We got another sideline update from Jessica MacDonald. Jess, take it away.
Thanks, Mark. 2 minutes left in the game. Phoenix is extending their lead over Akron with 2388 points. Akron still in second with 2161. DG's maintaining with 1,901, but Whitby is closing in with 1877. Whitby's point total doesn't take account their 20% penalty, and Phoenix's lead is currently 227 points. Phoenix has etched a corner up in Tower 3. Guys?
Thanks, Jess. Monocle's out in the open, studying Hypnotoad's next move, but Toad steps aside, revealing Invalid right behind him. Monocle's slow to react, and his pack goes down. Monocle retreats back, making a fuss at reinforcements, who's trying to pick off Toad from the other side of the tower. Toad too fast, just behind a partition. Reinforcements loses sight of him. Toad bridges the gap between his opponent, moves around the protection, dangles his laser, firing at reinforcements, and down he goes. Lightbringer draws away from canceling Mama Hydra's pack to face Toad. Both hide behind a corner, peeking their lasers out, doing nothing but trading shots and wearing each other out. Lightbringer calls for Mama Hydra, and he answers, having freed himself from Wolverine with a quick tag. Monocle's packs back up, but Hypnotoad guns for his shoulders, doesn't lean in time. Another 10 points go for the rejects. Toad turns his laser on Mama Hydra coming up the ramps and plants an easy tag on his front. Wolverine reaches over Mama Hydra, fakes Hypnotoad back into cover. Toad doesn't know that Wolverine's pack is still down. Unfortunately, Wolverine doesn't see Lightbringer hiding in the corner to his right, and DG gets a shoulder tag off the react.
Phoenix got the matchup they wanted, but with time running out, the rejects need to avoid staving off Akron and concentrate the pressure on DG's rookies. The Stuffed Tigers are all storming into Tower 3 with Human Wizard and Psycho each taking commanding positions at the half ramps. Whitby's late to the party, only Clueless is up in the tower, and Akron's shooting down at Nex-Gen. Fish in a barrel, Mark.
30 seconds left, and Jess is waving at us. Jess, how close is this?
Mark, Toad's run put Akron at 320 points ahead, but things are leveling off with all teams rushing into the tower. Can't overstate this, guys. This is going to be real close.
Final moments to determine it all. Wizard's got the jump on Invalid, who is trying to cancel out Toad and keep that run going, while Mama Hydra clips his shoulder just in time, keeping him at the half ramp. Wolverine's picked out a corner spot himself, trying to shoo the Hydras away from Toad, but Toad makes him pay for it with a quick tag on his front. Wolverine's eyes pinching in pain.
Akron got several good tags on Whitby in the final seconds, but is this too little too late? Will Akron hold the lead, or have Phoenix just managed the unlikely?
And with that, every pack fades to black. The Mars lights flash. The pack shut down. Teams are bringing it in. The 2018 Chicagoland Grand Scrim is now, say it with me, everybody, over! Need some water?
Yes. After all this time broadcasting these games, I still don't know how you managed to make that noise.
Back of the throat. That's key. That's the key. You just take a deep breath and dig deep.
Dig deep, huh?
Yeah.
Is this one of your bits again? Because you certainly dig deep to try and make them work, and they
don't work?
Exactly. They don't work.
Fans, we will not be cutting to a commercial break. We'll be keeping it live while we wait for the final scores to tally. Players line up near the scoreboard monitor now. Lots of handshakes, hugs, and fist pumps. Wolverine's been given the chair while team doctors look over that knee of his. Gengar's still trying to get a word with the marshals about Gur's previous behavior in there. Invalid just got out of the maze now, and he's darting towards head coach Ginger Kid, trying to discuss the results of the game, I'm imagining. Hopefully we can get some sound in that area and eavesdrop on what's going on. Jessica will also be getting some post-game interviews, so fans, you need to keep it right here for...
Mark, Renee, score is just posted now.
Okay, let's see what they are. Let's see what the score is. Yep, there they are. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness, this was close. Woo. Team captains Swizzlestick and Ginger Kid shake each other's hand. Kid's trying to force a smile, but is surely disappointed by the fact that the Rejects had the lead they needed in the final minute of the game. But it was not to be. A sigh of relief from Swizzlestick as he joins in Akron celebration. Though Phoenix won the final game, the Stuffed Tigers held on to win the tournament. Just how close was this?
Oh, man. Phoenix won the game with 28.77 points. Akron got second with 25.90. The difference was 287 points. Depending on who you're playing up against, that's anywhere from 1 to 2 tags. As for DG, they had their best game yet with 23.10 points. Most of the points actually came from Akron, believe it or not. Whitby was expected to get last place this game with a 20% deduction, but even if that wasn't the case, Nex-Gen didn't finish strong and walked out with 21.22 points to close the tournament. Your winners of the 2018 Chicagoland Grand Scrim are the Akron Stuffed Tigers.
And that will wrap up the 4-game set. Congratulations once again to Akron. We'll have the post-game show for the Grand Scrim, followed by Keep Up with Kiefer. Again, Jessica MacDonald, the special guest. It's been a wild one here, Renee. We want to thank our executive producers, Andy Rose and Justin Zoris, along with our French colleagues broadcasting at CLQA HD, Monsieur Alexandre Leroux and Louis Chow.
Big thanks also go out to our crack team of engineers at Anagram Sound, Mr. Chris Wheeler, Mr. Liam Arca, and the lovely Miss Jessica Pachenio. We thank our sponsors, Big Richards, BU Braves Basketball, Dave Magruder, and Jim Jam's Gym.
But most of all, we want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, tweeting, and texting in on the action. We'll be back next week for the inaugural Illinois All-Star Scrim, so stay tuned for that. However, this is Mark Agnew.
I'm Renee Roccasalva.
And we're signing out.
This has been the 2018 Chicagoland Grand Scrim on WLQX 88.1 FM Downers Grove and CLQA 88.3 Ottawa. Laser Quest Members Production.